Question number 7, all parts. If anyone has not written the answer for this one, you can just let me know, because all these parts are very easy. All of them are proved by angle similarity. All these triangles have two angles which are equal to each other, and hence the triangles will be similar by angle rule. So I think you should be able to do this. Still, if anyone wants the answer, they can just let me know. I will send the answer in the group later. Right now I'm taking up question number 8. Question number 8, E is a point on the side AD produced of a parallelogram ABCD, and BE intersects CD at F. Again, the figure is not given. So the first thing we want to do is we want to draw the figure for this one. So let's draw a figure. You need to draw a parallelogram ABCD and extend the side AD. So let's say this is the parallelogram that we have, and we want to extend the side AD. Let's name it first. So this side needs to be extended, and nothing has been said. You can just extend it simply up to point E. After that, this point has been joined with the vertex B of the parallelogram. So you have to join point E with point B. And when you join this, the line actually intersects CD at a point. So CD is intersected at F. Now you want to prove that triangle ABE, this larger triangle, is similar to this smaller triangle over here. This triangle is similar to this triangle. What do you think is common in the two triangles? Can you prove it? Remember, you have a parallelogram.
Angle B common.
Angle?
B common.
No, angle B will not be common, because angle B पे actually तीन angles बन रहे हैं. This angle, एक ये बन रहा है, एक इसके इधर बन रहा है, और एक complete angle बन रहा है ये वाला, like ABC. So you cannot say angle B is common. It's not shared. First thing we want to focus on is that this is a parallelogram here. So अगर आपके पास parallelogram है, means opposite sides will be parallel. So if you indicate that, I think you should be able to, yes, identify the alternate interior angles. So if you identify the alternate interior angles for these two triangles, this angle over here, I'll just mark it with a different color. This angle over here, if I mark this as angle 1, this will be equal to angle number 2. These are alternate interior angles. Is that correct? Because AD is parallel to BC. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel, and BE acts as a transversal. So इस तरह से angles बन रहे हैं. 1 बन रहा है यहाँ पे और 2 बन रहा है यहाँ. So 1 and 2 will be equal alternate interior angles. Other than this, there is another pair of equal angles, which is this one and this one. 3 and 4. Can anyone tell me why would angle 3 be equal to angle 4? It's a parallelogram.
Angle opposite to equal sides are equal.
No, it's a parallelogram. What can you say about
opposite angles of parallelogram are equal?
That's correct. These are the opposite angles of a parallelogram. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Now, if you compare the triangle that I've highlighted in green and the triangle that I've highlighted in pink, You have two angles from the first triangle equal to two angles in the second triangle. So can you say that the two triangles are similar?
Yes.
Right? Let's just write this down. So I've actually drawn the figure here, you can see. Now I'm not going to highlight the triangles, but I'm going to mark the angles which I'm going to take equal to prove the similarity of the two triangles. I'm going to number them the same way, the way I did. If you want, you can just mark this, that we're using parallel sides of the parallelogram for our similarity. This is angle number 1, this is angle number 2, these will be equal, and angle number 3 will be equal to angle number 4. So again, you will be writing down the given and the to prove part. Try to understand similarity and congruence side by side. When we are looking for congruent triangles, the triangles are exactly of the same size, whereas in similarity, the triangles could be of different sizes. Like they are usually of different sizes, and they, at the first instance, don't look similar at all. You have to figure that out if there are any matching angles, if there are any common angles, or if there are any sides which are in the same ratio. So you have to observe and then write down by which rule the two triangles would be similar. It's actually easier than congruence, but at the same time, it's a little tricky because you can see the proofs are very short. There's just one question whose proof is quite lengthy. So let's take up the next question, question number 9. In figure 6.39, this is the figure given here. ABC and AMP are two right triangles. Prove that now, yeah, that's right. Since we have two right triangles, obviously they will have one angle which is equal. Right angle दोनों में है, एक angle तो हमें मिल गया. You need one more angle. If you observe closely, you can actually see which angle that would be. The name actually tells you. So you have to prove that the two triangles are similar, and then you have to prove this result. And this result is actually the ratio of sides of the two triangles. So second result actually says that the sides are in the same proportion, and this result is obtained once the triangles are similar. जैसे congruence के बाद आप CPCT लिख देते थे. Same way, once two triangles are congruent, you can write down that the sides will be in the same ratio. So this is what's written. Numerator वाली sides हैं triangle ABC की, denominator में sides हैं triangle AMP की. So if you can prove the first result, then second one will be just one more line that the triangles are similar, therefore the sides will be the same proportion. Now just observe the triangles that you want to prove similar. Triangle ABC, it's a right triangle. And if you just highlight this, you can see this is the triangle that you have. And triangle AMP. So there is an angle which is 90 degree in each of the triangles. At M for the second triangle and at B for the first triangle. So angle 1 is equal to angle number 2, each is 90 degrees. Along with that, there is an angle which is common in both the triangles. Angle A is common to both the triangles. So you can say that Yes, yes, rhythm. Angle A is common. Angle A is common. As you can see, the way you identify that the angle is common is by looking at the figure. When you mark or highlight angle, sorry, when you mark or highlight triangle ABC, आप अगर पहले वाला triangle highlight करते हो, तो angle A की जो arms बन रही हैं, वो same arms highlight हो रही हैं in the second triangle. So that's how you know that the angle is common. Arms share हो रही होगी यहाँ पे. And I think that's it. This will tell you that the triangles are similar and hence the sides will be in the same ratio. Anyone with any questions before we write down the answer for this one?
No, ma'am.
Yes, Japan, actually, there is a chance that the second term exams might be conducted in school because right now compartment exams of the previous year's students, previous year board students, वो conduct हो रहे हैं following the rules of social distancing. And keeping that in mind, it's possible like in the coming 2-3 months, आपके exams भी वहाँ पे हो सकते हैं. Possibility है, but still we will confirm it once we reach that time. And just Karanjit, you were asking about pre-board exams. I'm not sure if he's online. Just Karanjit. No, he is not online. He was asking about pre-boards. Pre-boards होते हैं आपके second term के बाद, usually winter break के बाद होते हैं. So after the winter break, when the schools reopen, तब होते हैं pre-boards. So अगर आपके pre-boards होने हुए तो वो जनवरी में होंगे. All right, let's write the answer quickly for this one. I'm going to pick the names from the question, triangle ABC and triangle A and B. We have angle A equals to angle A. These are the common angles. You can just mark it here. This is the common angle. And then you can just mark this. Angle 1 equals to angle 2. This is the first part of the question. And since the triangles are similar, therefore the sides will be in the same ratio, or sides will be in the same proportion. Which implies, now you can just write from here, pick the vertices AB with AM, it is equal to BC by MP equals to AC over AP. And then depending on what you require, you can just give your answer. So you need CA over PA equals to BC upon MP. So this is what you want. This is the required result. Anyone with any questions?
मैम हमें तीनों रेशो शो करनी है कि सिर्फ जो रिक्वायर्ड है वो भी के लिए लिख सकते हैं?
बेटा आप वो भी लिख सकते हो, बट आई सजेस्ट कि आप तीनों लिख लो. समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपेंस इज क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके कई बार इंटरचेंज किया होता है रिजल्ट. सो आप एक बार जो बनती हैं तीन रेशियोज वो लिख लो एंड देन यू कैन इजीली सी विच वन यू नीड. आप
ओके
डायरेक्टली लिख सकते हो, इट्स फाइन, इट्स कंप्लीटली फाइन.
ओके.
Anyone who's writing down?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's wait for those who are writing down.
Done, ma'am.
Question number 10. We don't have the figure for this question, so you'll have to draw the figure yourself. CD and GH are respectively the bisectors of angles ACB and EGF such that D and H lie on sides AB and FE of triangle ABC and EFG respectively. So let's just go over this statement from the end backwards. So you need two triangles. First of all, you need to separate triangles, triangles ABC and a triangle EFG. So
EFG.
I'll just draw the triangles here, triangle ABC and triangle EFG. So you have two separate triangles. There are bisectors of the two angles of these two. And the bisectors are in such a way that points D and H lie on the opposite sides. So एक bisector बनाना है आपने angle C का और एक bisector आपने बनाना है angle G का. So if you bisect angle C, the point D lies here. So these are the equal parts of angle C. Similarly, G is bisected and you have two equal parts over here. Point H lies on EF. This is what you have. These are the two triangles. Now, from these two triangles, you need to prove these results. You have been given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle FEG. जो बड़े वाले triangles हैं, whole triangles, they are similar to each other. So if you have triangle ABC similar to triangle FEG, what can you say about the angles of the two triangles? अगर दोनों triangles similar हैं, their angles will be equal. And why I am focusing on angles? Depending कि मेरे क्वेश्चन में किस चीज के बारे में बताया हुआ है. Now right now in this particular question जो ट्राइंगल सिमिलर बताए हैं उनके एंगल बाइसेक्ट हो रहे हैं, तो इसलिए मैंने एंगल्स की बात की है. अगर वो साइड्स के बारे में कुछ बताते तो मैं साइड्स की रेशो इक्वल लेके अपना क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करती. आगे आएगा एक क्वेश्चन जहाँ पे दो ट्राइंगल सिमिलर दिए होंगे एंड देयर साइड्स आर गिवन टू बी bisected, like medians बनती हैं उसमें. So in that case, I will be talking about the ratio of the sides being equal. So keep that in mind. When two triangles are similar, there are two things happening. Angles will be equal and sides are in same ratio. But depending on the question, just observe what is useful. So right now, angles are being bisected. So I'll be talking about the angles of the two triangles. So angle A will be equal to angle F. You can just mark it. Flipped है, थोड़ा ध्यान से देखना, because A is on the left, F is on the right side. Then angle B is equal to angle E. I'll just mark that as well. And then angle C will be equal to angle G. Now these are the angles which are getting bisected. So if these angles are bisected, I can talk about their halves. Half of angle C will be equal to half of angle G. So for my convenience, I'm just going to name the halves as XX and YY. So this is what I get, X equals to Y. Anyone with any questions still here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now this is what we have concluded based on what's given to me. I have not even looked at what I need to prove. मुझे दो ट्राइंगल सिमिलर दिए थे तो मैंने उनके एंगल्स इक्वल लिख दिए. एक पेयर बाइसेक्ट हो रहा था, उनकी बाइसेक्शन, since the angles are equal, their halves will also be equal. And convenience के लिए मैंने halves को XX और YY से represent किया है. Now look at the first part of the question that you need to prove. You have to prove the ratio of some line segments equal to each other. So CD over GH is equal to AC over FG. If you can identify to which triangles these two belong. Identify the triangles to which these belong and prove the similarity of those two triangles. So if you can prove the similarity of those two triangles, you can easily write down that their sides will be in the same ratio. So look closely, and if you want, you can just mark in the figure as well. So we want CD over GH. These are the bisectors. Fine. अभी यहाँ से क्लियर नहीं हो रहा कौन से ट्राइंगल्स की बात करनी है आपको. Let's look at the second pair, AC. So AC is over this side, and you want FG. So I think by now you can see which two triangles need to be proved similar. So from here it's ADC, and from here
FGH.
FHG. I've deliberately written like this. यही बनेंगे. A is matching with F already, and C is equal to G. X equals to Y.
मैम ये मैच करके लिखने पड़ेंगे.
नहीं नहीं, मैं आपको समझा रही हूँ. मैच हो रहे हैं मीन्स वो इक्वल हैं. A is equal to F. This is I have written in the beginning when I had used that the whole triangles are similar. And then how is angle C equal to angle G of the two triangles? Okay, let's write this down once again, and I think we will go over it again and it will be clear to you. Let's just write this down. I've actually drawn the figure in a different way here. It still doesn't matter. So we have these two triangles. And triangle ABC is similar to triangle FEG. I'm not writing the two proof part. You can just note down from the question. So I'm starting with the similarity that's given to me. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle FEG. So from here, angle A will be equal to angle F. Angle B will be equal to angle E. And angle C will be equal to angle G. So if you want, you can mark the whole angle C and G equal, but I'm not doing that. Now from here, I can write down that half of angle C equals to half of angle G. And we can only talk about the halves because they are getting bisected. C and G, these two angles are getting bisected. And I'm going to mark the halves as XX and YY. So this implies X equals to Y. And it's not necessary to write down that CD is bisecting angle C, so we are representing the halves as X, and HG is bisecting angle G, that's why we are taking the halves as Y. You just mark it in the figure and that will be fine. Now, looking at the first part that you want to prove, we had identified the triangles that we want to prove similar. The triangles that we want to prove similar are ADC and FGH. Still, if you want to observe it again, let's write the ratio here. The ratio that you want to prove similar, it's CD over HG equals to AC upon FG. So this is the ratio you want to prove. Identify to which triangle the sides in the numerator belong, CD and AC. So CD and AC are actually the sides of triangle ADC, and the sides in the denominator belong to triangle FHG. So we are trying to prove these two triangles similar. And if you look in the diagram, I think you can tell. How would the two triangles be similar? एक ये वाला ट्राइंगल है और एक ये वाला ट्राइंगल है. कैन यू प्रूव द टू ट्राइंगल्स सिमिलर? Anyone?
Angle A is equal to angle F.
That's correct.
Angle D is equal to angle H.
No, angle D is not equal to angle H. कुछ भी नहीं है
X is
वहाँ
equal
पे.
to Y.
Yes, x equals to y. We are going to use जो मैंने डॉट से मार्क किए एंगल्स वो वाले, और x equals to y अभी हमने प्रूव किया है नीचे. So that's what we will use. So we are going to write down in triangle ADC and in triangle FHG, the two pairs that we have identified equal to each other. Angle A is equal to angle F and x is equal to y. By angle rule, write down the correspondence carefully. So I've written again the three pairs, and from here you can just mark the one you require in your question. This is the one you require. The last two. This is your required result in the first part. Now look at the second part, and I think we've already done this. No, not yet. So we have to prove triangle DCB similar to triangle HGE. Triangle DCB, this triangle is similar to triangle this one, the blue and the yellow ones. How can you prove these two triangles similar?
E is equal to B.
E is equal to B.
X is equal to Y.
That's correct. That's correct. And what can you say about the third part? Triangle DCA is similar to triangle HGF. Look at this result. This is just the modified form of the first part. जो ट्राइंगल्स हमने फर्स्ट पार्ट में सिमिलर प्रूफ किए थे वही वाले ट्राइंगल्स हैं, बस ट्राइंगल्स का जो
Yes.
नेम लिखा हुआ है वो डिफरेंट ऑर्डर में लिखा हुआ है. यू कैन चेक द कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस दो, आप कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस चेक कर सकते हो. A corresponds to F, so यहाँ पे भी A corresponds to F, D corresponds to H, so D corresponds to H here, and C corresponds to G.
G.
This is what you can verify, and then you can write down. From one, we have the similarity of these two triangles. Anyone with any questions?
No.
No, ma'am.
No. No,
Anyone
ma'am.
who's writing down?
No, ma'am.
Question number 11th. Now this page actually contains important questions. Question number 11th. You have an isosceles triangle ABC. The figure is given on the right. And E is a point on the side BC which has been extended. So CB is produced. CB is produced, so C से start होके B की तरफ produce करना है. And it has been extended up to a point E. The triangle is isosceles. So what can you say about the triangle?
Two sides are equal.
Two sides are equal, and can you conclude anything? आइसोसेलेस ट्राइंगल्स में जब दो साइड्स इक्वल होती हैं और क्या बनता है उससे?
Opposite angles equal.
That's correct. Opposite angles will be equal. Since the two sides are equal, angle B will be equal to angle C. So this is what we can conclude. Since AB is equal to AC, this implies angle B is equal to angle C. Now let's go further. AD is perpendicular to the base of the triangle. EF, from the extended point, a perpendicular has been drawn to the side AC. You have to prove triangle ABD is similar to triangle ECF. एक ये ट्राइंगल है आपके पास और एक ये वाला ट्राइंगल है. Do you think the two triangles are similar?
एंगल डी और एफ हो
Yes,
जाएंगे
ma'am.
equal.
Angle D is equal to angle F, each 90. What else?
बी एंड सी ऑपोजिट
Yes.
एंगल्स.
Yes, B and C are equal. Angle B and C are equal. We have just proved that, and by angle rule, the two triangles will be similar. Let's write down. I'm just going to mark them with numbers so that it's easier. And this is the second pair that I will be using. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, each 90 degree, and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. That will be all. Rest of the work will continue on Wednesday. So you can just note down and then I'll end the meeting.
मैम नवंबर वाले एग्जाम स्कूल में ही होंगे.
I said there's a possibility. This is what the principal sir told us on Saturday in the meeting. And he told us to pass this to you as well. There is a possibility. Because we would like to conduct 3 hours paper in case आपके board exams हो तो आपकी practice थोड़ी सी होनी चाहिए इसलिए. Obviously board exams might not be online. Probably, definitely not be online.